Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, I'll be cutting this beautiful, lovely ball gown you're seeing here. It was requested from one of my customers. So I'm working with this red material here. I'll be needing a lining. This is a lining, and this is one yard of lining. Okay. I'll also be needing satin. This doll face satin. This is 1 yard also, and this is organza. I'll be needing 4 yards of organza. I'll be showing us how to use it. This is 4 yards of organza. You can decide to make it 5. I'll be using 4 yards, and then I'll be needing this strong net. I bought black. I just need half yard of it, so I bought half yard of the strong net. And then I'll be needing my thread. I have my pin, I have my tape, my ruler, my chalk, and then also my scissors. Okay, so the measurement I'll be working with is back neck deep is 1.5. The neck width is 2.5. Then the neck deep for the front is 2.5 also. And then the armhole I'm working with is 4.5. The waist is 22. The chest is 21. The shoulder is 9 inches, and the gown length is 22. So this is it. I don't know if you can see it very well. So these are the measurements I am working with. So I'm going to set aside and we're going to start. So I was starting with the shoulder measurements. The shoulder I'm working with is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2, I have 4.5. I will not be adding a sleeve to this dress. There won't be any sleeve on it. So I'll put ½ inch for my allowance. Then the armhole I'm working with is 4.5. I'm using 4.5. So I'll just put my curve around here. And then for the neck deep for the front, like I said, the neck deep for the front I'll be using 2.5. And also for the neck width, I will also use 2.5. I'm working for a child of 2 years. She's actually 1 year and 6 months, but I'm working with a 2 years measurement. You know, children, before you know it now, they are bigger than the clothes. So that's why I'm using 2 years. So I will slope my shoulder with 1 inch. So once I'm through with this, I will get her upper bodice. That's the waist measurement. I'm using 8 inches for my upper bodice, and then I'll add extra 1 inch to give me 9 inches. So we have 9 inches. I want a dart, okay? So I'll be placing my measurement at 3 inches to get the dart. And then I'll take ½ inch on both sides, ½ inch here, and then ½ inch here. And then I'll come up by 4 inches for my dart. Then I will mark. I'll connect this too. And also connect this one. So this is so right now I'm going to start taking my measurements. The chest I'm working with is 21. 21 divided by 4, we have 5.4. 5.4 and so I'm going to add extra 2 inches for my allowance, and then the waist I'm working with is 22 inches. 22 divided by 4, we have 5.5. I'll add 2 inches for my allowance and then 1 inch for my darts. Remember, there's a dart here, so I'm going to connect using the highest measurements I have. So I'm going to cut it out, and then we'll cut what the back too. So I'll be taking 1.5 for the back neckline. Okay, it's around here. Don't forget that. So this is zipper allowance, okay? 2 inches zipper allowance. So I'll cut out the back neckline. I'll cut the shoulder slope, and then I'll cut out the front neckline. So this is for the front and for the back. This is for the front, and then this is for the back. So I'll set this aside, and then I'll start doing the flayed area. I'll be needing this fabric, okay, to make the flay I want. I'll be needing this to make the flay, okay. So right now I'm going to fold into it. I'm using a freehand method for my flay. I'm using a freehand method for my flay. So this is the folded part. I actually folded into 4. So let's fold together. Like I said, I'm using a freehand method for my flay. I usually like using a freehand method, okay. So I fold to 2, and then I fold into 4, okay, and then I fold into what, 8. So if you count it, you see it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what, 8. So I folded it into what, into 8. So what we are going to do right now is you're going to get the waist of the child we're working with. Our waist is 22, and I'll be dividing it by 8. Waist 22 divided by 8, we have 2.75. We have 2.75. So I'll be adding 0.5 for my allowance, so it will give me a total of 3.25. So 3.25 is what we are using for what? For the radius. That's for the waist part. So I'll use 3.25. Now the length of the gown. Remember, we minused 8 inches, and then we added extra 1 inch for our upper bodies. The 1 inch was for our allowance, okay. So by the time we close it from the shoulder and also close on the waist part, we'll have our 8 inch. So what you're going to do, you're going to place your tape at 8 inches, which is here. We place at 8 inches here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll place at 8 inches, and the gown length we are working with is 22. Okay, I'm not going to add any allowance to this. The reason why I'm not adding allowance is because at the end of this, when I'm hemming the gown, I'll be using an extra organza for the bottom area. So that's the reason why I'm not adding any allowance to this. I will show you when I'm doing it. So I'm going to measure 22 inches, which is here. So we'll go with 22 inches. It's 2 inches. So I'm going to cut out set this aside. So this is our flay. So this is our flay. Now this is the flay. I'm going to get the organza, okay? This is the organza I'm using for the flay. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to cut them into bias or beads. I'm going to cut them. So I'll be using 4 inches. Okay, I'll be using 4 inches. So I'll be folding it this way. I'll be folding this way. You can use 4 inches. Okay, let's use 3.5. So on fold, if I open it, it's going to be 7 inches. So I'm going to cut them at 7 inches. So we're going to cut it at 7 inches. So we have 7 inches for all of them. I'll just put some notch around that area, or you can just cut 7 inches. You can go more than that if you want. 7 inches, all of them. So 7 inches. To cut it this way, you see, 7 inches, 7 inches. Now it all depends on what you want to use. I'm using 7 inch because I'll be folding it to have my 3.5. Half inches for the stitching, and the total I'll be using will now be 3 inches. So you can decide to go as high as 4 inches depending on what you want. And I want it at 7 inches. So I'm going to keep cutting until I have exactly what I want. I'm going to fold this way. You can see I'll fold it this way, and then I'll go and sew all of them. I'll sew all of them, okay? And then I'll bring it, I'll show us how it's looking, and then we'll start the journey. Circling where I'm going to put this bias. So I've gone ahead to sew them together. Remember we took out 7 inches, okay? So I've joined it together. You can decide to iron very well, iron your work, okay? But so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start from here. I'll start drawing round. So in this round circle is going to act as my guideline. So you can use freehand. You can decide to use your tape to measure. So I'm going this way. Keep circling. To this area, I'll just go this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all this area, try to fix something in it. I'll just go this way. 1, but I'm going to leave some inch around here, so I'll join this way. I'll do the same thing here, and then this place too. Just try to add up some on it. So you can see I'm through drawing my circles. So right now I'm going to start joining. So I'm going to grab the beginning, and then I'll show you how to join it while I go and start stitching it. So you're going to start this way from here. I'll keep going this way. I just you can decide to gather it. You can decide to gather. and you can decide to sew that way. I'll be gathering with just 1/2 inch, and then I keep going with 1/2 inch, and then I keep going round. So let's go and do this part. I'll come and show us how it looks like. So this is part of the work. You can see how this place is. It went like this, only on the front area. I discovered that my fabric was not enough, so I decided to just do this side this way, just this way. Only on the center you have what the spiral effect. So I'll go back to my machine. I'll continue. I'll close up this place. Once I'm through with closing up there, I'm going to start closing up here. I'll start this way. I'll close up like this. This was not actually what I wanted to do, but because I was trying to close this way, I keep coming like this until you are through with here. You can see how I did this place. So I'm going to go on my machine and finish this way, then I'll start this way. All right, let's continue with work. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So try yours. I use 4 yards of I'm using 4 yards of organza. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so this is the upper bodice. I went ahead to use this lace on top of it. Okay, this is a cord lace. I've sewn the lace on top of as you can see, on top of the doll face satin. So this is the upper bodice, and then this is the lining. This is the lining. This is the lining I'm working with. It's a pongee lining. So I'll go ahead and join the 2 linings. I'll join the lining this way, and then I'll also join the main fabric this way and this way, and then I'll bring it back. We'll do the turn up together. Okay, so I'll set this aside. So this is the lower bodice. I'm through with running the organza on it, so you can see how beautiful it's looking. This is it. And also I've gone also ahead to join my lining. I'll be using lining and the strong net on it. I'll be using it to cover up my work when I'm through. I'll show you how to also put this. So let's go and join the upper bodice, and then we'll start fixing all this. I'll show you how to fix it. So this is it. Okay, I've joined the 2 shoulders, so I'm going to trim my work. Once I'm through trimming it, we'll do the turn up. So try and trim the armhole area, and do all your trimmings, because once you do your turn up, you won't have any space for trimming. So just do all your trimming. And I'm not putting sleeve on this this dress. I'm not putting sleeve. It's going to be sleeveless, so I need to trim off all the excesses So this is it. So I've done all the trimmings. Trim the neck. So once I'm through with the trimmings, I'm going to use the lining. This is the lining. I've also joined the lining the same way I did the main fabric. So also trim the lining too. So I'm going to place it this way. See what I'm doing there? So I'll place this way. I'm going to sew through this way. You can see. Sew the neck like that, and then I'll also close up the armhole area. I'll close up this side also. I'll do close here, there, here, and here. Then we'll come back. So I've been able to join it. I've joined the neck round. I also joined the armhole. I joined this side. All the sides I've joined them. So we're going to turn them up. But before you turn up, you're going to give it a notch. Okay, so notch your work. And make sure you don't cut past that thread. Okay, the thread line. So So this is how it is. So I'm going to go and run this place, my machine, just to secure those area and also this place. Then we iron it properly. Now once we finish ironing it, I'll close it up. So this is it. You're going to close it up now. So what you're going to do is to fold this way and pin. I'll pin here. And then this one this way. So I'm going to go and close up, then we'll come back and see what we have. Okay, so I've joined it. Okay, so this is it. It's looking very adorable. Okay, so we're going to join the peplum to it. So I'll get the peplum. We'll join together. So this is a peplum, or this is the lower bodice. I'm going to join it now. Please, if you are new to this channel and this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. We need your subscription, and also hit the red button below so that you'll always be notified whenever we upload a video. Hit that bell button there, okay? And also like and share our video with your soulmates. Okay, so I'm going to put it together and then we join. So we're going to sew together. You look for the center of the upper bodice and then the center of the lower bodice. We join together. So I'm going to join. This is the center. I'll join with these two. So this is the back. You can see that the back is looking very rough. So for us to cover this rough edges, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this the lining parts, and then I will join from this side. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I will join from this part. You see how I kept it here? So we'll join from this way. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So once I finish joining it from this part, if you turn it over like this, now you can see the effect. You can see it's closed around here. Yeah, you can see it's closed. Okay, let me continue with it. So join from this way. So let me turn it again so that you see. So you can see, after I use pin to hold it, you can see the rough edges are what? Are inside. Hope you can see it. So by the time we are through with joining the main peplum, the main fabric, which is this, we'll use this lining that has the strongness to cover it. You see how it's looking? There are no rough edges or threads or anything around here. So but first let's go and join the peplum to the lower bodice to the upper bodice. I'll still come back to throw more light on this. Right, so this is it, and then we've covered everywhere. We've also covered here. You can see it. We've covered it all. There are no more rough edges. The next thing we are going to do right now is to insert our zip. But I won't be showing that. So once we insert our zip, we join the cutting here. So as you can see, we are almost through with the beautiful dress. So I'll insert the zip, and then we'll be through with the tutorial. So you can. So this is it. This is how beautiful. So this is the finished look. I added the belts, and then this is a little design on this place, as you can see. And this is the finished look. I've put my zipper, and then we are done with the clothes. You can see how beautiful it's looking. A rose ruffle gown, baby gown. It's looking very beautiful. And so please, if this video was very helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe, and also share with your soulmates. I'll see you again in my next tutorial. Bye. Yeah.
saying, please. Then all